Hello. And we dancing at the disco, dancing at the disco, dancing to the disco. Oh, how you guys doing? Hello, 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 hello. We dancing at the disco. How you guys doing? Okay, today I just want to make you know, people like me, we use a lot of tools. One of them is the wave theory. One of them is just looking at the past behaviors because we believe that what moves people is two things: the fear and greed, and it always repeat themselves. As Mark Twain would say, history does not repeat itself, but it always rhymes, because we are moved by two factors: fear and greed. And this is a chart of the Dow Industrial in the monthly time frame, and I'm trying to test the V-shape recovery kind of stuff, and I just want to debunk it historically, and I try to get at least 15% to 20% of the times. The only time, the only time it did, even though, yeah, the only time it made V-shaped recovery is what was December 2018, out of all of the history, all of the, at least since 1997 history. And I don't think that flush was a bear market. It was not even 19%. So it's not a bear market. Let's talk about 20%. So if you talk about 20% and above, it's 100% of the time V-shaped recovery is non-existent. None. Zero in the past. So why this time? I don't know why. Anyway, let's talk about 1987. 1987, it took 3 years to go to the top. So that's a classic bear market. It's not a V-shaped recovery. It's just a flush, and we retested here the month after that. 2 months after that. So this is a retest. So that's not V-shaped recovery. Okay, so the first thing in my list here is this is the Asian currency crisis. It had a quasi V-shaped recovery. So once. See, I'm too tired now. I'm just trying to post this video. So 1997, when we had the Asian currency crisis, we had a quasi V-shaped recovery, and after that, we retested it in a very bad flush. That flush was the credit crunch, and we had in 1998, and we tested that twice for the following 2 months. So okay, V-shaped recovery once, if you call this a V-shaped recovery. So once, so one to one, and after that we had the dot-com bubble. So we had a retest of the low 6 months later. The low was established in March 2000, and we retested that in September 2000. And after, and moving on to the next year, September 11, 2001, we had that big flush, and we retested that bad boy 6 months later. So, okay. All right, so GFC, it took us 5 months to retest that initial flush. Okay, so during the manufacturing recession of August 2015, some people call the yuan devaluation, the Chinese yuan. Okay, this took us 5 to 6 months. So okay, and now we have this one, and also the December 2018. I could argue that it was a retest, that this flush was a retest of the one that 6 months earlier. So it was a failed retest. Okay, so that's not a V-shaped recovery. That's a failed retest of this low. Okay, so going back, so only one since 1997, which was the Asian crisis. So I'm gonna pause it so you guys can read. I'm not gonna talk. You can pause it too. Okay, in conclusion, only one time in the last 23 years. Okay, 23 years, only one time. Okay, this is the only V-shaped recovery. The credit crunch was not a V-shape. The dot-com was not V-shape. The GFC was not V-shape. The 2011 was not a V-shape. The manufacturing recession was not a V-shape. The December 2018 was not a V-shape. It was a failed retest. So I really want to test. I wanted to post this video so people could learn from the past. If you talk to any portfolio manager here, it will tell you it's a V-shape. It was not. If you talk to any portfolio manager here, he will tell you this is a one and done. It was not. And same as here, one-time event. It was not. Same here, one-time event, and it was not. Same here, one-time event, and it was not. In conclusion, as I said many times, the professionals, the institutions are not smarter than us. Absolutely not. And the past proves that. They were not smart. They are not, and they were never been smarter than us. All we have to do now is just look at the past. And if we don't believe in Elliott Wave, we believe in the past. And enjoy life and the music of life too. I just wanted to post this video because I really wanted to prove to everybody the V-shaped recovery is not a probable thing. It only happened once in the last 23 years. December 2018 was not a V-shaped recovery. It was a failed retest. Please remember that. And you could pause the video and check it later. I love you guys. Disco is forever.